All right, so we're going to start graphing again, okay, using slope-intercept form. So most of you, if you don't remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Okay, we will use this a lot over the next couple weeks. So make sure you write it down in your notebook. So m still stands for slope, just like it did last lesson. Okay, b stands for your y-intercept. Okay, so remember y-intercept is 0, comma b when we graph it. So identify the slope and y-intercept from the following equations. So the first one is already in y equals mx plus b form. So you should be able to tell me m is 3 and b is -4. So my point that I would plot is 0, -4. Now the difference with the second one is the second one is not in y equals mx plus b form. So we have to put it into y equals mx plus b form first. Okay, so if you remember from last chapter where we had to solve equations for y, okay, that last section of the last chapter, that's what we're going to do. We're going to solve this equation for y first. So I'm going to subtract 6x from both sides. So -3y equals -6x plus 9. And then divide all the numbers by -3. So you get y equals -6 divided by -3 is 2x. Positive 9 divided by -3 is a -3. So then now we're in y equals mx plus b form. So m is 2, b is -3, and then when we plot it, 0, -3. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this to graph now. So we've graphed using a table. We've graphed using our x and y intercepts. Now we're going to be able to graph in slope-intercept form. All right. So identify your slope, identify your y-intercept. Okay, so slope for this one is the 3/4. Sorry, it looks a little funny in the parentheses there. B is -5, or the point 0, -5. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to plot our point, because that's the only point we have. So 0, -5 is right here. Then this slope tells us how much we're going to move. So 3 on the top. Okay, remember rise over run. So the top number either has to tell you to go up or down. Okay, so since it's positive, we're going to go up 3 and then to the right 4. So from my point that I plotted, I'm going to go up 3 to the right 4. And then you can keep going. Go up 3 again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and you can create as many points as you want. You for sure have to have 2 though. Otherwise you can't make a line with just 1 point. You have to have at least 2 points. Next one, kind of the same thing as that second example on that first slide. Okay, this is not in y equals mx plus b form for y equals mx plus b form. So we need to put it in y equals mx plus b form. So I'm going to subtract 7x from both sides. So I get -2y equals -7x minus 14. Divide by -2. So y equals, negative over negative makes positive, so 7 over 2x, and then negative over negative again makes positive, 14 over 2 is 7. So then my slope is 7/2, my b is 7, or the point 0, 7. So we're going to plot our point, so 0, 7, right up here. And then from there, I'm going to go up 7 and then to the right 2. So up from that, up 7 to the right 2. Okay, so notice I can't go any further to the right or up. Okay, otherwise I'd be off my graph. Okay, so what happens if you do that is you can actually go backwards, do the opposite of what you did here. So instead of going up 7, go down 7, And then instead of right 2, go to the left 2. And then connect your points. And that's graphing using slope-intercept form.